Hello, and welcome to a Fables tutorial. In this video, I am going to be covering a tool that I have been using a lot recently called INKARNATE. It creates maps both small and big, which originally it didn't do. Originally, it just made the bigger maps, which made me, years ago whenever I first discovered it, it made me not stick with it. But since then, they have created updates after updates after updates and created so much more that this program is really able to use or able to do, which makes me use it. Well, I've been using it recently just to hammer out map after map after map, as you might be able to tell. But it's very simple to use. It takes me like 10 to 20 minutes usually to make a map. 20 for something a little bit more ornate and 10 for something very simple. But yeah, let's just click a couple things. Like, let's check this one out really quick. This is a map that I made that it took me about 20 minutes to do. You got like your walkways and fence, statues, fountain. You got this whole big manor and like all these trees and stuff. It took me about 20 minutes just to do that. You see this drawing in an adventure book, and you just kind of draw it out, scribble it out in like 5 minutes. But to create this really gives your players, that sense of immersion that whenever they go into an encounter such as this. So I really like to make stuff like this, and I have in the past, but I've never really had the best tool for it until now. Anyways, so this is a system. You click over here, create new map. You have different options. We're going to be creating a small map. I figured I would create one for you guys. And we have different options over here as well. Landscape, portrait, square, and then your custom. I recommend always doing square or custom. That's only because the landscape or portrait, you get stuck to these ratio sizes. So it's always going to be 40 to 30 or 30 to 40 or 4 to 3 or 3 to 4. So even if you try to change what size you want it to later, you're not going to be able to change the ratio. Right now, we are going to create this little area over here called the forge. This is obviously a smaller portion of a much larger area, and I'm just not going to show you guys the rest of that because spoilers, Anyways, so this area is only 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, so it's a 40 by 40, or 8 by 8, I should say. So all we need is a square. So we're going to create a new map. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to come down here, go to show grid, and then this will give you the option to actually change the size of it. And it's an 8 by 8, but we're gonna go one higher because I want to show like the entrance and the exit. So let's go 9 by 9 actually. Then you have different options. This is just to select things. Then you have your mask tool, your brush tool, which pretty much just creates these different I guess backgrounds, walls, or grass, dirt, things such of this nature. And this mask tool actually creates land masses for you. It's called a mask tool, but it creates land masses. So when you're going to paint, I have either two options, and let's just fix this real quick. So you can paint what I'm painting right now, which is on the background, or if you click the foreground, you can actually go on that. But the foreground's not going to affect the background, and the background is not going to affect the foreground, as you can tell. So we already have this up, so it's just we don't need this whenever we're creating these battle maps, but since we already have it up, we're just going to run with it. It doesn't really affect anything. We just have to cover this whole map entirely with it. I'm sure there's useful ways of using it. I just don't know what those useful ways are. And we don't have to worry about the grass or anything because we're not keeping either one of these. So we are going to go over here to this brush tool, and we're going to find some stone to use, which let's see. think I'm a fan of this stone. And there's a couple different ways that we can just put it down. We can, well, first we need to go to the foreground. We can put it down just like that. But you can see, if you zoom in, like the edging, it has like the softness to it. That's because there is an actual softness. But if we push that down, then it gives you like full solid shapes of it. And we could draw on this and, you know, color it in. Or we can just click this, which is like a create a shape tool. And we just go all the way, encompass this whole thing, click apply, boom, got it done. No time whatsoever. And we're actually going to use this later for what I plan on doing. But anyway, so we got this whole map done. Now let's get the edging done. So we need this little corner wall. We're going to go up to that. So we're going to have to create some walls to show our forge. And I don't know about how most people usually run games. I run my games though on Roll20. So having things like open areas that actually can't be seen by your characters aren't going to be a problem, because I can use dynamic lighting to kind of shut off those little sides, so we don't have to worry about the players actually seeing them. So what I'm doing here is I'm just increasing, decreasing the size. Some of these items and under the stamp tools, you can actually just click and drag them and make them bigger, but some of them you actually just have to click in the actual size and be a bit more accurate with, which is, you know, fine. Not that big of a deal. But if we click here to the side, we can turn this. Oops. That was an accident. Never done that before. So turn it at a 90-degree angle, get it right there, and then we are going to grab this guy and we're just gonna copy it. And we're gonna put it right over here because we're gonna create a wall going all the way to this top corner pretty much. And then one more. Boom. And then so that's this wall going up, and then we have two spots over here. So let's do two. This needs to get flipped over because we have yeah, there we go. And there we go. And then let's grab one of these, copy and paste, make it easy on myself. Boom. And then, oops. If you ever need to, you can always press Control Z. I think there's an undo button right here too. But yeah, I'm a control kind of person. So Control C to copy, or you know. Oh, does that not let you copy? Control C will let you copy, but if you right click, apparently it doesn't let you copy. So at least there is a way. There's definitely a way. So I'm gonna copy this over here. Put this one right there. Copy one of these. Spin it around 180 degrees. Boom. Okay. So now we have our entrance and our exit. And now we just have to work on the stuff that's inside of it. So as I said, this place is a forge. So I'm thinking we're going to have like a little forge over here. Maybe a table over here and like a couple more tables or something around the area. So let's go over to the stamp tool and we can click this search feature, type in forge. I don't really have anything. I have a plan B if we can't find what we're looking for, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to. Anvil? Hey, we got an anvil. Okay, so let's put an anvil down real quick, just so we have it. That seems a bit small. That's good. That's perfect. And let's go back over here and click out of that. And this is a very new thing too. They really organize this a lot better. So you got the roof, buildings, modular building. It like really organized exactly what we're looking for. So if I scroll down here and I just read this, you know, water, terrain, tavern, camp, market. Market may have, has crates. Let's just throw a crate down because I feel like I'll probably use that for something. Okay. We keep scrolling. Got castle stuff. Is that a bellows? It's a can. It looks like a bellows though. Other one definitely looks like a can. Castle and tavern broken. Siege wizard. Billows. I was spelling it wrong. So let's. Oh, that thing's huge. So let's put that down and then. Yeah. Wizard broken, weaponry and tools. Oh, we got all these weapons. That will be useful too. Yeah, dungeon, dwarven. Oh, look, so we got these tables I was talking about earlier. Let's put a table over here. Yeah, that looks good. And then if you also if you go over here, so when you click on certain things, like I click dwarven tables, it gives you options of these certain things. So now I have two different types of tables I can put down, pretty much, instead of having to click back in here. And it's a lot more extensive for other things, like copper gear. Like you can, once you click on that, you can just scroll through here, find different things to use, and yeah. But it doesn't look like we really ship graveyard epic pieces. No. Competition rewards. No, it doesn't really look like we have what I need. Elven, yeah, no. Okay, so let's scroll all the way back up to the top and let's grab some walls real quick. I like these thick marble walls, but we are going to have to make them smaller. Yeah, that's good. So let's straighten that out, and then we're gonna come down here and kind of just use what we got. So we're gonna put down 2, and then we're going to put down more than 2 over here. Yeah, much more than 2 actually. Let's drag that over there. Okay. So most of the time, these little small details your players aren't really going to notice. This is just stuff that you are going to notice. And I mean, you get hung up on it, but no one's... The idea is just to make something pretty. And if you create something that's bigger than like these small details, then they're not going to really be noticed unless someone's, you know, being overly critical. Because after this is what we're going to do. We're going to grab this lava here and let's see, can we reset this? No, that's fine. So let's drag this over here. And then we are going to create pretty much a lava pit for our... Yeah, there we go. For our forge. So this is what our forge is going to look like now. Let's move that up a layer. Move up. There we go. Oh, it's looking good. There we go. So now we got like a billows right here that we can move up a layer. Okay. Let's have it look like it's kind of like leaning up against it, right? And then let's put this crate, kind of give it a little bit more character, like right against that. Bring this anvil over a little bit closer. That's looking good. I like that. This needs to kind of like, yeah, there we go. scoot more over there. And then we had those weapons that we can add to this, right? So we go over here, we go to weapons. Was it? Oh, it was weaponry, wasn't it? Weaponry? Huh? Okay, well. Oh, that's because I see. Okay, that's fine. So we just go over here, throw down a great hammer. There we go. Got a great sword as well. We're gonna flip that guy around, kind of like put him at an angle right there. And then there's broken ones too, right? Yeah, here we go. So let's grab like a broken pitchfork or something. And then we'll organize this accordingly, right? There we go. That looks pretty good. And then we got this table over here. We got like, I think another table down here would probably look a bit nicer. Right? Even if it's an empty table. Oh, you know what? What we can do is also add let's go over here. Let's look up some chairs. Perfect. They have exactly what I was looking for. Some stone chairs. So let's turn that guy a little bit. Add him to it. We'll add this one to it. Put it right there, and then add this one to it. So what this is gonna do is, it looks obviously weird right now, obviously, but we click this and we move this up a couple layers. Keep moving it up. Oh no, that's the highest layer it can go, so we're gonna have to move these things down, which is a little bit more tedious, but move each one of these down a layer. Boom. Now that it's on a lower layer than the table is, it's actually underneath the table, as you can tell, and it kind of gives you the like that snug look. Honestly, like, whew, yeah, it looks. I like it when it looks good. It's very satisfying. Yeah, I mean that right there could be your map, right? But I think maybe we can add just a little bit more decoration to it. So if we go over here, I want to add, like, I really like the idea of putting this fire somewhere. So let's drag this thing out, because we're going to be using this for the fire. And we're going to just make it where it looks like there is like a stream of underground lava that feeds into this. And we'll just click apply right there. And then go back over here. We have to redo this, but it only takes a second. And then we click lava right there. Boom. You got like this underground lava stream. Now, that does look maybe just a tad bit strange. But again, these areas, especially like on Roll20, you can either close them up, but it's not really needed for me, because whenever I use dynamic lighting, I'm just going to put these lines right here where no one's going to see past these walls, so I don't really need to do anything with those. But still, we could probably do a little bit more with that than just put like the little lava stream. So we're going to do like just some bright colors to, well, you know, let's do like a gold color, right, to kind of fit into the rest of this map right now, and just make it look a bit better, right? So let's scroll all the way over here. Boom, there we go. Click apply. It's got like this little gold beam from one end to the other. Come over here. Click apply. Kind of get the same thing. There we go. So that's it. That is a map. I gotta say, I really like that. So this is supposed to just be some grass, but like you add it into you know, the context of like the rest of it, it just kind of looks like this gold inlay to this lava stream. That looks very beautiful. So I'm very happy with that. So we'll just go over here, click save, forge. Just type that in, save the map. Takes a second. Good to go. Well, that's about it. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned some stuff. I really hope you give this program a shot, because I've been using it a lot recently, and I mean, I use it a lot in the past too, but even more recently. And honestly, the options that you have when building a close encounter map are quite vast, I should say. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thanks always to Sirenscape for your beautiful Lonely Bard music that we are listening to right now. Yeah, and if you enjoyed this video, you'll surely enjoy future content, as this is my first tutorial video, and I have plenty more in mind that I am very willing and happy and eager to be showing everybody. So thank you all, and you guys have a wonderful day.